Alright everyone, so here's a story about how I got my highest paying client. Let's go outside for this because it's beautiful out here. Right, I'm gonna set you up next to the iced coffee. Oh, lovely. It was when I was in Turkey. I just moved there because England was going into lockdown and I didn't want that at all. I had my online business, so I was lucky enough to be able to just travel where I wanted. I was in England at the time, and it was announced that on the Friday, I think it was like Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. It was announced that on Friday England were going to lockdown, and I think that day I booked my flight. I basically just looked at anywhere that would take me because at this time, it was November 2020. COVID was still quite rife, so I was basically just looking for any country that would take me. I was going to go to Cyprus, but they changed their rules. So I ended up going to Turkey. Just bought like a one-way flight. The flight's going to annoy me. And yeah, by Thursday, I was on a plane bound for Istanbul. So yeah, I was in Istanbul for a couple of days. Really nice city, lovely. I'd love to go back there. And a few days prior to this, I was posting in Facebook groups. So this was at the time how I would get clients. I was looking at sort of local companies, which may seem odd because I was traveling the world. Yeah, I still chose to target local companies to York. Main reason for this is because local businesses are quite easy to get results for. If you are like a social media marketing agency, I'd highly recommend just doing that, even if you're just looking to get your first clients. So what I had was like 6 or 7 local business groups. So like York local businesses, Yorkshire small businesses, all these Facebook groups where business owners are, they're trying to promote their own stuff. And what you do is you have 6 or 7 of them, or like even 5, and you're posting valuable content in every single one every day. So what I was doing, I was putting like very actionable content in, because I know that one key thing that I found out was to put actionable content into these groups, stuff that these business owners could actually use. So these could have been like a step-by-step guide or a checklist or just stuff like this that a business owner can look at that post and actually use the information, the content there to improve their marketing. So I was doing a lot of that. And you sort of get known to be like that person in the Facebook group who provides value to a certain target market or in a certain industry. So that's a very valuable position to be in. And then one day it sort of hit me. I was like, I'll just start doing Loom audits. So I put in something about like how optimizing your social media is so important, because if someone comes to your social media or they find it and they see that you haven't posted in 3 years, you haven't got a cover photo, then it almost damages their first impression of your brand. I would then go on to explain and look at, for the first 10 people, I'm doing a Loom audit because this creates a bit of scarcity. So it's only 10 people that can actually get this. So leave a comment and I'll drop you a DM and then we'll just get going from there. So loads of people commented. I got 10 out. And then one of them, she was an accountant, and then we ended up getting on a call. And now this call was when I was actually back in Istanbul. So I was in this small apartment. I didn't do my research very well for the Airbnb. So I was in this pretty crappy apartment. It was quite dark. The Wi-Fi was shite. And it's probably like, in terms of like connection, like the worst sales call I've ever had. Not like connection between like the two of us, like we got along really well, I'll get onto that. But in terms of like the Wi-Fi, like I think the call cut out like 5 different times, and it was just, as it was going on, I was just like, oh come on, this is ridiculous. Yeah, it ended up with like, oh, how much is this? I was like, oh, it's £850 a month. And she was like, yeah, great, let's do it. And back then that was like my highest paying client. The reason that I think I managed to do that despite the really rubbish Wi-Fi connection was because of that Loom audit, because of the upfront value that I gave her. I've had this a lot where Loom Audits especially for marketing agencies, are always very valuable. But you have to know that you can't just offer them to anyone. You have to understand that, you have to know that they have a specific problem that you can help with your upfront value. So let's say they haven't posted in a year or something. Rather than doing a Loom audit, like show them how to optimize their social media, why don't you go to them and say, look, I know you haven't posted in a year, and then explain the value of posting, like the benefits they can get in terms of their brand image, acquiring new customers, and then go, look, here's 20 like custom post ideas for you. Like it might take you half an hour to put these together, and then sort of explain how they can tailor it to their brand, because that 20 posts is going to be very valuable to them, and it's specific to them. If you know, right, these guys haven't posted in well over a year, there's obvious resistance when it comes to posting. So if I can reduce that resistance by giving them these post ideas, then happy days. It's all about building that connection from upfront value, but then what you're also going to want to do, because that's in terms of the business side. So you're offering upfront value to like show that you know what you're doing, to prove that authority. But then you have to build that rapport. So if you are wanting to sign more high-level clients, then what you have to do is always lead with upfront value and build that rapport, build that genuine person-to-person rapport. Try to take it to the next level rather than just business, because I find that these clients are the ones who stay the longest. They're the easiest to get along with. They're the ones that you get the best results for, because you feel very invested in their business if you are good friends with them, which I am with a lot of my clients now. So yeah, that was today's little thought. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of work to do, and then I'm going to start packing because we go to France soon. I don't know when this will be released, but yeah, really looking forward to France. I'm still going to be posting and working from out there. There's no gyms around the area, so I'm either going to have to take my gymnastics rings and do a week's working out just with those, which will be different, good fun. All right, anyway, hope you have a good one. I'll see you soon. And for those of you who aren't in the course yet, First Steps to Freedom, looking to earn 2 or 3, 4, 5K a month with an online business, start to build your dream lifestyle and move to Thailand, get your course. It's still in pre-sales, so it's £97. The link is down below. Already got some people signing clients just from the first few days of being in this course, which is awesome. So yeah, get on that, and I will see you in there.